In a world of modern-style comp boulders, double-clutch dynos and parkour slabs, the art of crack had been pushed aside as a subculture of climbing. In 2020, two men emerged from years in the subculture, filthy and worn, ready to push crack into the future. At first, onlookers paid no attention, coining the two as the Sheffield Cowboys, and deeming crack to have no place in modern climbing. Undeterred by perceptions, they blindly pushed crack to the people, to find the people starting to follow. Soon, the international comp scene started testing athletes at the pinnacle of the sport on those awful widths, and eventually the pair lured competition climbers to their very own crack-off. An event where they share knowledge and challenges with climbers who've yet to fondle with the delights of crack. In this crack-off, we present Pete Whitaker from the Wide Boyz and Emil Abrahamsson from Sweden.
My foot skills are letting me down.
A couple of months ago, I sent Emil a couple of crack trainers to try out crack climbing. Emil is a World Cup boulderer and basically really strong, but he'd never done any crack climbing before. So I sent him some crack trainers and gave him some tips, got him to practice. We had a little Zoom call.
Just trying to get that technique in.
Not that way. Don't do it that way.
That's all you need to remember. So this is gonna go well.
And then he put that into practice on his crack trainers. And then now we're gonna have a crack off. The plan for the crack off is we're gonna have a virtual Zoom crack off. So Emil is in Sweden.
So I'm here, taking it all in, taking the cracks in.
And I'm in Norway. Emil has been practicing for the last few weeks on the cracks, and then he has set me a boulder problem of some sort.
I've set something that's inspired by my previous creation, the crack coordination dyno. And this time it is a revolutionary new concept.
And we've both got the same angle of wall, so we've both got a 30-degree wall. And then he's given me the dimensions of the crack that he's set.
You see, it's too big for one hand.
No idea what this challenge is going to be. I'm actually really intrigued.
I made this because Pete was kind of making fun of me because I thought you were off-widding like this, but this doesn't work.
That's not a very good width. Maybe he's just got massive fists.
So I set this inspired by that.
Just a massive Swedish fist in there.
So far, I've actually only done it twice out of maybe 20-30 attempts.
Basically, I've only just set this problem like 10 minutes ago.
But I felt pretty secure at the end, so I think I should be able to do it quite easily, and I think Pete is gonna struggle. Kind of a competition style of move. You have to kind of figure out how to coordinate yourself.
He's a competition climber, they do all sorts of things.
They do.
This is gonna be quite extreme, so the only way I can trick it, like actually win this, is if I manage to do some comp style shenanigans.
Or maybe he misunderstood the whole concept and he thought this was the hold.
The thing is, like, there's a lot of tricks to it. A lot of tricks that I think should be hard for even Pete to figure out from the get-go.
So this is a bag of food, because Emil's told us to bring food.
You're gonna have to eat a cracker.
So we've got crisps, eggs, crackers, cheese, carrots, bananas.
So I think we're gonna hop on the Zoom call and get the show on the road.
Should we ring him up?
There we go. Hi.
I'm very intrigued to know what this challenge is. What the heck is going on here?
The rules are, the cracker, you're allowed to place anywhere on the boulder where you can actually place it. Okay, that's one of the starting positions. Second off, you're supposed to start in the upper crack with your hands and the lower crack with your feet. And then the other thing is, you're gonna pick up the cracker in any way you can and just have a bite of it. You don't have to eat the entire thing, just one bite, and then you're good.
Okay, so starting position, hands in the top one, feet in the bottom one, and then I have to get one bite of the cracker, and then I'm done.
But how high up is your upper crack? You can't reach it from the ground, right? Okay, yeah. That's quite good. That's quite good.
Yeah, it's a long way away.
Can you reach the starting crack?
I can't quite reach it.
I have an idea.
I'm honestly so curious if he's gonna do it on the first burn. If he does, I'll be shocked. Like, literally shocked.
Emil gave me the distances of the cracks, and he said 2 meters 30 from the ground. So that's that I understand why that was so important now. How do I start that? I think I might have to jump into that.
This is so wonderful. So good to see.
Run and jump.
Oh, run and jump, like the comp climbers.
Because he knows you're not a comp climber.
Just run at the wall and jump. Hope for the best.
I believe in you.
I'm going to go for a standing jump.
Oh, come on.
Oi!
It's quite hard to jump into a stack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh dear God. This is not what I signed up for. How is he doing this?
Hang on, is that right? Hold on, I'm not allowed my feet in that.
Feet down.
Feet down.
I didn't even see what kind of jam technique he used. Yeah, come on. Oh. Come on.
Oh, I know how to do it. Put that up there. No, I've got it. I've got the beater now.
Like, his off-foot technique is just... I thought that this would be like incredibly difficult for him or something. But he just kind of makes it look like a 6'8".
Oh, don't put it on the wrong side. And it needs to be that side.
Or you need to stack opposite.
I've put the cracker on. I've put the cracker on the wrong side. Okay. Now I've got the beater.
Is it what is it? The third attempt now, or?
I missed one. Then I put my feet up. Then I put the cracker on the wrong side. Fourth attempt. Okay. Whoa.
Solid.
That was definitely tricky.
That was honestly impressive, and not at all how I imagined it. But also, I have to ask, what kind of technique did you use for the off-with? Like, how did you have your hands? Because I couldn't really see it in the screen.
One hand like a hand jam, like this, and then one hand like a fist jam, like this. Yeah, that third go, I had the cracker on the wrong side, and I couldn't reach it. I'm intrigued to know what the original method is.
One thing. I picked up the cracker with my foot.
Oh, you picked...
Yeah, I'm gonna try it now. I gotta be honest with you, Pete. It doesn't look as easy when I try it. It doesn't look as easy. Okay. Oh. No.
Ooh.
No! But let me try it again, because since I broke it, I think it's gonna fit a little bit better. No! That counts. I didn't take like a full bite, but I did get cracker in my mouth. That was the challenge.
That was good.
So I'm gonna count that.
This would be great if you get something like that on the World Cup comp scene though?
I think it would differentiate the people who can crack climb with the others quite severely, because it's like, especially off with crack climbing feels to me like something just alien. It's completely nuts how you do it, and it did take me quite a bit to figure out like how to, how to fit your like this part of your hand with the other side, because at first I had it up here and then I did something down here. I just messed it up.
I'm just going to quickly try it your way, actually. Left shoe off, isn't it? I need a bit of cracker. Mariate the cracker. Oh, this feels like it's going to be much harder, like going in that way. Yes! Yes! He fell!
I love how I can see you just like collapsing out the screen every time you miss it. It's wonderful from over here.
Totally desperate. Going that way around.
One more thing. I actually like really jumped into it from quite far behind.
Okay, so like into...
Yeah.
Hey! Nice. And then knee bar, or like put your heel on your knee. So you can push. No!
I snapped the cracker!
Nice. I think he's got it.
Oh, my foot skills are letting me down.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, that looks, come on.
No.
You got it, right?
I got it.
Good.
Woo! Nicely done. Very nicely done.
That was, yeah, that was definitely harder your way. You know what, it was better going that way and actually jumping into it like you said, rather than like, rather than from underneath. Yeah. Yeah, so you taught me something there. if I need to jump into a stack like this, come from behind. Yeah. What do we reckon to that? We'll try that challenge, just doing the problem.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I think, honestly, I'm gonna get demolished at anything that's, actual crack climbing and doesn't include any dynamic movements. But, I'll give it a whirl and try.
Yeah, we'll just see how we get on, and I can give you some tips along the way.
That sounds good. Gonna get crushed here. Like, I tried establishing up the bottom one earlier, and I couldn't. So I think this challenge will be a bit heavier.
Okay folks, before we crack on with more crack action, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online platform for people who want to create and learn new skills. Currently, I've just finished a class on Skillshare by Marcus Brownlee called Script, Shoot and Edit, which was a great little insight for a new video creator like myself. I've also been learning more about transitions and masking, for example this one in the Crack Glove release video. They have so many creative classes in loads of genres, ranging from photography, art, editing, through to marketing and web development. Not only does signing up really help the channel out, it's really easy to join and become a member. For a year membership, it's less than $10 a month. However, the first 1,000 subscribers who click the link in the description are able to get a free premium trial. So that's a winner.
That's a long way.
really long way.
He's not making any sense anymore.
Come on, heal him first.
Let's go tops off the power.
You're in.
Like, if there's one thing that I love about crack climbing, and it's that it's so freaking desperate that you can just keep on going.
Oh, that was tricky.
I'm gonna need some advice here, because I tried establishing off the lower crack earlier today and I couldn't. The easiest way for me right now with my technique is like jamming my forearm in.
Yep, started like that.
So you start off in like an offward. So, oh, and then you jam your, what was it, right foot at the top?
Left palm towards me. Right hand. Then I put right foot in, and for the first one I actually put heel into the crack first. Like heel into the crack, and then toe in, and then jamming the toe. From that position, just get the stack as high and as close to that foot as possible, and then do the long kick.
I only have like slippers on, like no strap. Do you think that's fine, or is it doesn't matter so much? Or is it gonna be, oh, it's gonna be harder?
Yeah.
This could work. I think I might have to remove my crack gloves though. Should have shaved my wrists before. So, just to confirm, you said, so left hand goes like this first, right?
I was doing left hand towards me actually, and then right hand behind like this.
Okay. But I mean, I get it. It's quite good actually. Wow. Okay.
You've got bigger feet than me actually, so it might be tricky to actually put your foot in like that. Maybe it's better to put your foot into the crack, just toe first.
And then like release the hands, move them up, and then just pull up. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That. I'm actually happy about that. I know it seems like a bit ridiculous, but I was like, you know, stuff's actually happening.
That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was good. I think you know what, it's actually more difficult putting your foot in toe first rather than that heel and toe. It is more difficult, but if your foot doesn't fit in that heel and toe way, then it's quite tricky.
I'm just gonna try it starting from here, I guess. Wait. This is more of a puzzle than climbing sometimes. It's like this rather than, you know, stupid shit. I feel like I have such a head start to the other competitors now.
I feel like this is good. We're actually teaching an international comp climber some tricks. Tricks of the trade. It's going to be all good when these cracks come into the comps. He's going to be hoping for cracks.
Okay.
Yeah, turn top foot, turn the heel in first. Heel first. Yes. Yeah. Come on.
That doesn't make any sense, please.
Because the crack is wider there, if you can get your heel in first and bring your toe in, it will feel much better. To get that out that right foot to work, you're going to have to get the left foot in and cammed, and then take the right foot out and just switch it.
For me, this off-width thing seems just ridiculous every time I touch anything like it. But is it always like that for you, that you can just, you know, hop on something and it feels okay when it's an off-width? Or
yeah, I would say now, because I've done quite a lot of it over the last 10 years, I have a reasonably good understanding of when I get to a specific size or sequence of moves. I have an idea of sequence of positions of hands and feet, and you know, like you would on looking at a boulder problem or
yeah. It actually transfers. Yeah. Gonna follow Pete's example. Shirts off for power.
Come on.
Well, I mean, when you're doing this, you want to do the same things as like you learnt with the hand jamming. You know, exactly the same things, yeah.
And I want to do it as evenly as possible, or?
Yeah, evenly as possible. So you want to just imagine them as like one unit. Yeah. I always say, yeah. When you kick your feet up, just go for imagining putting your foot on the side of the crack as a foothold first, and then maybe pushing your left foot through into the bottom of the crack. Yes. There you go. Yes. Come on.
No! I couldn't really tell what I was doing wrong.
It's the foot sequence. The foot sequence is the key. Left foot like that, and then heel, and then with the left foot sliding that in the same way like that. I made sure I turned my left hip towards the wall to enable me to get my right heel in.
Left hip towards the wall, so you're rotating to the left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there you go.
Now we're talking.
Come on.
Wait, what do I?
Yep, keep moving the feet. That's it. Now hand fist stack. Hand fist stack below the feet.
Hand fist stack, you say?
Or just lay back it and keep moving your feet up, because you only need to sit up and reach the top of the crack volume. Yeah. Yeah. Now reach past your foot. Come on. Yeah, there we go.
I'm really happy with it. I think, I mean, for me, it was kind of like, I cheated it a little bit, because I was using, I was pinching it a little bit. It would have been nicer to get the...
Oh, we don't, I couldn't see, it's fine. You don't need to tell me that.
Whew, that was really cool. It's actually like, it's really funky how every position you get in feels like an entirely new move in climbing, like you're exploring your first dyno or your first crimpy traverse, whatever. It's like completely unique. I was like, oh, I'm gonna let my hands go and do something with them. And then it was just like, I let them go and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this feels pretty solid.
Did the left hip make a difference there?
It did. So first I adjusted the left foot to get it good enough so that I could actually engage the hips. And then once I drove all the force into it, it was really easy to get the heel in. It didn't really feel like a crux in any way. And before, when I tried it, I was trying to get the right heel in all the time. But in the end, I always readjusted it so I got the toe first, because it kind of worked. But now, this time, it felt quite easy. I think I'm gonna go for the full line quite soon. I don't know if my technique is wrong, but it feels like my foot is too wide at the top to get the entire thing in.
I think you should maybe go toe in first. I'm putting it in the crack, and then turning it a little bit. So I'm jamming across this point here, at that wide point, but then I'm also turning it as well for a little bit of extra.
I'll give that a crack.
A crack.
Come on. Ah! Come on.
No! Oh!
I think there is big progress here. In off-widthing, we always say sort of like every inch is like big progress. Like if you're making, we talk about inches, so like you're moving in inches.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go 100%. Well, not 100%, but potentially.
Yeah, come on.
No! I actually had my forearm in the crack as well. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
I think I only have one more burn in me before my skin.
Final attempt. Go big.
Full effort.
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Come on. Yeah.
That was actually surprising. It did feel like it if I was just okay, this is gonna sound really dumb, but what happened was my right foot was trying to stand on the volume, like in the second crack, but I didn't quite realize the fact that I'm trying to stand in air. Like I should have put my feet on either side of the crack, and then I think it could have gone. But I was like trying to stand. I wasn't trying to jam my foot in, and I wasn't trying to stand on the volumes. So I was just, you know, punching the air a little bit with my foot. Whew. But yeah, next some other session.
Yeah. Good. Thanks for joining, and I hope everybody watching has enjoyed the crack off with me and Emil. You should check out Emil's YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description, and thanks very much for watching.
Thank you guys for watching.